Well, now to the latest in Syria. New today, Bashar al-Assad and his family fled to Moscow, where they were granted political asylum. The U.S. Secretary of State said the U.S. strongly supports a peaceful transition of power. And President Biden called this a, quote, historic opportunity for people in Syria to build a better future. But he also said this is a moment of risk and uncertainty. Members of the local Syrian community gathered again in Raleigh to celebrate the overthrow of Assad. WRL's Carly Haynes spoke with one of them earlier this evening.
Events in Syria have reached Raleigh. Cars paraded through the streets, waving Syrian flags to honor the fall of the Assad regime.
So it's a historic moment. People are crying, people rejoicing. This is really a historic day.
Abdullah Khadra celebrated with others here in Moore Square. Khadra lived in Syria. He has family there, including a brother who was imprisoned.
So this brutal regime committed crimes against humanity, and that's why the whole Syrian people revolted in all of the cities.
More than a decade of civil war culminating this weekend. Rebel groups overthrew Syria's government, a government ruled by former Syrian President Bashar al-Assad and his family for more than 50 years.
After 13 years of civil war in Syria.
In an address from the White House, President Joe Biden called it a moment of opportunity and of uncertainty.
The United States will work with our partners and the stakeholders in Syria to help them seize an opportunity to manage the risks.
A new day in Syria with the world eyeing what's next. Carly Haynes, WRL News, Raleigh.
Now, President Biden says he'll send senior officials to speak with the region's leaders in the coming days.